We know they're in the pits of despair. We know things aren't looking good. If there's ever going to be a time, be against your biggest domestic rivals to turn on up. And if that doesn't get the likes of Crims and JW out of their chairs, I don't know what will. I think for Fnatic right now, the only way is up. Have hit rock bottom and away we go.
So have the odds.
Yikes.
Now then, I do love me an NIPT side overpass. Everybody get your notebooks out and get your Glocks out.
Hampus was on his own, everybody. He had nobody with him. No help, no trade, nothing. Just 2 kills.
Does that change the strat, Chad? Does that change the strat? Hampus is still trying to keep them on their toes. The entire squad was walking through Underpass and they continued their push. Brolin.
Oh, this is a hard fight for Brolin. It's going to be the back of the head.
Yeah, and there's so many targets. No one's checking, and he's done very well into the first 2 heads. Lovely taps. Brolin will be silenced. Just the one, Hampus. He's done so much, but Golden has made this a round. And certainly a competitive one. He'll hear Linus stepping and, smoke and mirrors. Split-second decision. Golden, will he work it out quickly? Yeah, no resistance. He will pivot to heaven. Bomb's not across yet. Linus has deployed some util. Does Golden push on the first? He's got a flash and a kit.
When he hears that bomb going down, he might.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I suppose he knows there's also the potential for that short rotation. It gets pulled Linus away from the fight. Device is playing passive as well, so Golden just taking this space silently. Still has those flashes to play with. And as time ticks, he evades one of Linus. That's the last from the NIP squad. 2 members standing for the post plant. Half gone. Device would need to die to the first tap, and he has gone. 40 HP, and Golden diving onto the bomb. Needed Linus immediately, and it's just not going to happen. New addition confirms the first.
Thank you very much, Hampus. The fact that one got so close after these 2 opening kills right here is something curious in itself, but Brolin did his best. Hampus even found another kill over towards the B bomb site. So almost single-handedly winning that one, and here we see NIP's buy coming on through. A couple of AKs, a couple of SMGs, and over there for Fnatic, they're opting for a force buy. Jacquinho onto that scout, Deagles for the likes of Crims, JW, and Golden, and Brolin, well, he's got that MP9. He can make this one work if Jacquinho can grab a couple of tags, soften them up. He's going aggressive early. Nothing spotted towards playground, but Device has slipped that net. Has Brolin around the corner here, and, wow, a bit of an orky Momo as they spot each other. Dealt with. Device draws first blood in round number 2. Now this one can slow down. That's a huge advantage to find early, confirming the force buy. As long as they can stay away from this scout, regroup, trade efficiently, NIP are looking very good.
JW nearly double peaked. Hampus on the wallbang could have been a punish. It's hard shots, and the push from Plopsky does catch him. That's 2 casualties now for Fnatic. They have inflicted damage. It's been confirmed by JW. And a full congregation towards that monster tunnel.
Could get dicey though. Look, Plopsky's low, Hampus very low. Rez is having a little bit of a looky-loo over towards A here through the bathrooms, fittingly.
Watch him go full silent all the way. Now the question will be, does he flank or do they knife out all the long rotate? He isn't going to stop. I don't think he's going to stop.
Yeah, the biggest problem if they try and fall back is somebody could have pushed through long, somebody could have been in bathrooms that he didn't. Clear!
Golden finishes the job that Crims started. He's going to get pushed. How has he gotten away with that? 29. The potential for the pivots there. Rez has called it clear. They are heading to A. And Jacquinho full commits. Jumps out of heaven. They don't have the info. He will now. He'll hear the steps loudly trunching through the grass.
Should be a save here.
Has to be.
Looking very likely now as well. They're actually pushing towards that sewer position. Crims has cleared out Monster. Want to see if they can grab any of the guns off the ground. The Device wants to defend them. Golden on 1 HP. Lucky to be alive.
Shots. Yeah, dude. Golden's got 3 lives at least in this one. Crims on the pursuit of a better weapon. Bomb half gone. He's in no hurry. But NIP, they did deal with that. I mean, there's a force that didn't feel too threatening after that very early death. Who was it we lost?
Brolin. Yeah, pushing long. I think we've seen Brolin in the past, and maybe my memory's going back a year and a half ago, but Brolin very aggressive up long with the AUG, really taking info on his own. Those type of plays I remember here. And with Jacquinho coming up and picking and seeing nobody, you know, there's always the chance someone slipped into playground, but I think playing off that info that there was no fight spurred Brolin forward, unfortunately losing that duel. But the saved pistols and that scout can be deadly yet again. Is Golden's Lovely shot to the back down hamp, as easy as you like. And here we go with round number 3. If NIP's Mirage T-side is anything to go off, we know how slow it is going to be, and we know how much they're going to send out those little early scouting parties. Hampus on his lonesome, we saw Rez just doing it there. Rez on this map, I remember in the bathrooms, this could be going back a long time, right? We obviously have a lot of history with Rez. I just remember he was an absolute monster once upon a time. Oh, they've identified where the scout is, even re-picking. Jaquinho has a look, is not able to land anything. 26 HP, eventually will find the tag on Device, but loses his life. And that rotation from Fnatic is swiftly back over towards this A site. One of the things I'm impressed with NIP time and time again is how much they can hold on to their utility. I noted it yesterday on Mirage. They're doing the same thing here. They're not using utility to necessarily grab much ground. They're doing it with the bodies, with their aim, and now it gives them all these nades left to go for set pieces, executes to flush on out and make their life much easier on the site takes. Triple nades for Fnatic here. Could be lined up perfectly if there is an A play coming on in. But doubting themselves now. Golden starting to trickle on back.
Good shot from Crims, an immediate trade. They are walking into the Dragon's Den though, and Hampus catches the flak of the double nade. Hard shots to hit, hard fights, trades there. Brolin's doing damage and the backs are turned. Fnatic are making this one work. Device is already low. And with 30 seconds to make his way into this site. It's a high shot angle and Brolin holds it to perfection. 2 from Brolin, but it's the entire team getting involved to make nothing something.
Okay, 2 AKs carried across as well. That's great. Fnatic were already going to be buying in this round, so they get that win bonus. They carry 2 AKs through. The AWPs can come out. NIP, a bit of a mountain to climb here in the next rounds, and the nades, they did pay off. I thought it was going to be used maybe to try and deny the plant, but they've used them a little bit more aggressively.
Oh, the perfect time to be taking contact there, and you can see the angle Brolin's working with. Perfect play. And now we've got a real full gun round, at least for the Fnatic boys. We'll see if they can make this one sing. Jaquinho goes aggressive and will have to recede early. NIP a 1-3-1. Divide and conquer.
Fight towards long between Rez and Brolin could be telling here. Rez has just flashed himself out. Spotted. Nade.
Ooh, Linus, a perfect entry. Just takes JW down on short, first contact, and you can see what that's going to do to the Fnatic defenses now. They are shaken. Brolin's fallen entirely out of long and now replaced by 2 ninjas. Retaking some space. A great screen for Device. And they push Monster, calling it clear but revealing their intentions. Blind flash from this teammate. Jaquinho's committed to this. He's got a good shot. Rez a jiggle meister though. Oh, and the flash is perfect too. Returns his gaze. He's played it well. Catching Plopsky on the walk up. Immediate trade again. Rez consistent on those. Brolin eye to the AUG scope. A lot of bodies converging on his location. He's done well to find another. Oh, and Linus another. Just Linus now. 1v2. Crims, he knows exactly where he is. The damage from behind's too much. Golden arrives exactly when he was required. 2-2. Fnatic starting with some early resistance here.
Yeah,
and it's sent NIP down.
That's wild for the fact that they're able to pull that off after that early man disadvantage, right? JW didn't even have a fight in that one. So I guess now we look at NIP and how do they respond? That's a quick shot right there. You can see Brolin, he knows that they're coming in. There was that little flick to his left after he gets this second kill. And Golden with the flank. Linus, he wasn't quite sure where he was getting shot from. You could see a little bit flustered in that moment, but it will be the NIP forced by 4 Deagles, 1 Tech 9, a little bit of light util behind it. They will need to try and overrun this A site swiftly, as Plopsky's the only one dealing with Connector. Okay. Door open. Interesting setup coming through from Fnatic here. So many players over towards the B bomb site to try and deal with an execute, but we can see it's definitely not the port of call.
Full info. Monster clear. Or whatever that sounds like in Swedish. Monster blah blah.
That's yeah, it is very sing-songy, isn't it?
Jaquinho on to lovely start. And those Deagles just tumble straight into another. Hampus, all that util is not going to do him too much good in the 2 versus 5. Bless his soul. And Jaquinho is already holding on their long entrance through their toilets. Bosh, Uno, and DOS.
Okay, should be an eco now for NIP, so this is a really good start for Fnatic here. Much needed start, especially after losing Pistol. We're going to have to be looking at a 9-6 at least type of scoreline here to see how competitive they can really be. And to be fair for NIP, they come into this as the favourites, but this is the first event that they're playing with Linus, right? This is the first officials that we're getting to see, the probably first time that these guys are going through a lot of the paces in this map. Sure, they've done the theory, sure they've played a couple of scrims, but the real life environment, it's a lot harsher. Sink or swim kind of moment here as, well, over towards Playground they scurry. A little bit of light damage there. Brolin spots one in the connector. Plopsky a bit of danger, and I think we're starting to get a good idea of Fnatic's key areas. Yeah, JW and Brolin fighting for that territory a lot here early.
Be interesting to see if that forces NIP towards the more long and toilet side, A side finish, and how Brolin can get over there and find impact should he be required to. For now, though, of course, Golden's there, and the entire gang are there. And an unarmored Deagle. Does not quite work out. Crims grabs his surfboard for a brief second and a frag. But here we go. I mean, we talked about consecutive rounds with Fnatic. They'll take 4 in a row off the break.
Good stuff there. It's interesting to see what pins people opt for in the game. Like, as the major winners, you should always have one of them up, right? You've got Crims and JW, they got theirs in display. It's quite the contrast when you see the younger kids who they've just got like the operation pins there.
No,
like,
Linus has got like aces high.
Or the 5-year pin.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure, yeah. There's some of those.
Oh, dearie me. Rush, what pin are you rocking these days?
I think I'm using the Valeria pin.
Okay, why?
I think. It looks cool.
Okay,
and it's
a good
genuine,
answer.
you know?
It's genuine. It's a genuine pin, okay. We'll start that distinction now, will we? Here we go. Gun rounds underway here. No AWP out early for Device in this one. And Jacquinho, well, there's his big green outshot. Tag through. Device down to 23. So scurrying straight back over towards the B bomb site here. NIP, it's clear where they want to finish right now. And guess what? Fnatic have 4 players over towards this bomb site. Recipe for success right now.
Little pop flash. JW will peek upon it. You can see how much they want to fight for that control. Hampus had denied it early, and oh, straight up monster off the flash. Linus taking space, and a teammate evaporates. Double nade. Crims and Brolin partner up for the opener. It's not going to end there. Brolin lines up another double. 3 frags in total as they just crash against Fnatic.
Easy as you like. Good stuff there as Fnatic really starting to make a case for this one.
I'm interested.
Yeah,
hello.
Okay. Not a single plant in the last 5 rounds of play here, so really locking this one out.
And I am just going to quickly make sure I can regurgitate that Overpass win rate. Last 3 months, Ninjas have only lost it once.
Okay.
And that was to Havu at the Pinnacle Cup. Perhaps Flashpoint 3, they did take some big scalps, though. Heroic, Big Clan, Mouse Sports, Complexity have fallen, and so have FaZe over at ESL Pro League. This is a big map for the Ninjas, and Fnatic are making them feel a little silly here. Look at the angle from Brolin. Hampus doesn't even consider it. Another body dropped. And another half buy about to peter out into nothing unless someone can make a Deagle opener. What are you going to do? Throw your Tech 9 at them? And they do! And Linus, what? Head on a swivel. One frame he's looking one way, then 90 degrees into the head. Golden, aggressive in front of the smoke. It's led to Device finding a frag and an AK-47 now. Get some wet work done with that, and he has. Another body down, and NIP have turned this 4v5 disadvantage around. Fnatic would love to not have any of these rounds on their list of Overpass.
Yeah, these ones they have to avoid at all costs here. Brolin, he's having a bit of a look in. Jumps, goes down. Linus with another huge kill.
Look what he's up to. He's shouting now into the comms. Device does get legged. They're so low. Oh, Jacquinho. Every fiber of his being is telling him to keep hold of it. He does even have a Desert Eagle. It would be such an appealing prospect if he didn't have to play the macro game. They'll go to hoover up all of those guns. And NIP give Fnatic a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, that one right there, they really could have done without losing. And I said last 5 without a plant. Well, there you go. Into the site bomb goes down, easy as you like. NIP walk away with upgrades. And
I mean, I looked down that list, Chad, and I said it has to be the Deagle, right? But Linus just holds W, and look what he pulls out. Look at this. Bullshit.
Pistol whipped him in the face right there.
And he continues to find another in that important jewel on heaven.
Oh, trading guns mid-round and then still picks up a kill. Okay, making it look too easy there. This was an important kill, right? Brolin obviously jumping to see if anybody's up close below that heaven position. Good impact from Linus there. You can see how fired up he is. You know, for the other boys, I'm sure it's a bit more of just an everyday at the office, but it's actually, that is infectious, right? When you can see this kid getting super excited, getting hyped, it's going to be rubbing off on the teammates. Well, here we go. Fnatic had enough cash to get themselves another buy. Jacquinho, more of the same. Out aggressive, flash skittle forward, sends him back, and continuing this four-man lean to B. Fnatic want to fortify this side of the map. They're really using JW in forward positions, kind of like how Na'Vi were using Boomich in a certain way, right? Playing aggressive, playing for early info. And that's the strengths of JW, but normally the moves are a bit more sporadic. Here they're planned. Here they're setting him up. Yeah,
it definitely seems to be part of that Fnatic golden playbook in terms of just getting under the NIP default skin. Lovely find. Just on the jiggle. Jacquinho quick to the draw. LNZ is in. He's blind. Whoa. Everyone is. And now the site is lost. Golden's flustered. Pulls out his gun. Linus is exposed and it's chaos. Absolutely chaos. They have the site though, right? What happens next?
This is getting dicey now. The smoke's on Linus, but he not really in a position.
The util is so dry. There's not a smoke in sight. The last is dropped. Responds with flame. Plopsky finds a safe haven to plant. It's so sketchy. And here we go. Linus, Molotov may not spread, does have an angle, will not find Brolin 2 on the retake. And even Hampus can't make a dent. Great stuff from Fnatic, I suppose.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where you are NIP and you've run on in and, you know, you've used some util to get in, the flashes were good and you don't get a kill. Yeah. At that point, it's like, what do we do now? Because like the post plants, you could see they were struggling, the util coming through, getting spammed to the smokes. That's a great round for Fnatic to win, to bounce back.
Well, they're so flush for cash as well, dude.
I guess the same is said for NIP though, right? They won that low buy round, so right here they're going to be able to reinvest. They even have gotten the AWP out for Device going into round 10 of play. This half is going very quickly.
You want to talk about like a great retake setup. There's nothing you can do other than smoking short, which we just saw them boost over sandbags to actually essentially help them. 2 from that graffiti side. Perfection. All right. Standard start. Brolin to contest Plopsky's walk up.
15 for Brolin so far, having a lot of impact here. And they're putting you in key areas of the map time and time again, so some more big fights for Brolin to take.
Doors opened up for him. Upon request, I'm sure. Is he anticipating that walk up? Oh, Plopsky's giving him a cue. And he goes off the flash. Still can't find it. That's a robbery. I think he spots the jump and a very quick flick does put some damage onto Device.
Yeah, must have been through the wall right there.
I don't fancy his chances retreating without that smoke. He will have to get it down now. Oh, but really nice. Fnatic command advantage as JW and Jacquinho both connect on the advance. And there's another through the smoke. Jacquinho's done an awful lot of work here. They tried to test the other side of the map, and it's a pretty strong and stern answer.
Yeah, it's a really difficult way in here. Even though Plopsky got that kill on Brolin, I think it worked against them. So all on Linus here, peeking into B. Oh, sound cue will be heard. So tickling the toes there with the molly, and now the bullets. Well, definitely some aggression towards that sandbag position. Bomb on the back of Plopsky. This one is very unlikely. Just the HP that he's operating with. You combine the two, we're talking 88 HP. And in the back, Jacquinho takes down the new boy, and maybe Plopsky just wants to save this one. Loss bonus, well, it's maxed on out, so NIP will be getting that 3,400 in the next round. And it should be enough for them to get a buy. Even an AWP drop from Rez, he's got plenty of cash. Plopsky still has utility, right? So it makes a lot of sense that he's not going for this one. But yeah, NIP, they're getting blanked here. And I think one of the components there as to why they were spurred forward to go faster into A, and JW gets, not a freebie, but he gets like a sleeper kill over towards the top of bathrooms, is because the traditional hold that we've been seeing is more Brolin over towards A with Jacquinho, right? So Brolin goes down towards Connector, and it felt like it spurred NIP forward a little bit. They run into the Jacquinho AWP, he gets a kill, they run into JW, he gets a kill, and at that point, round's basically done and dusted. But yeah, I can't believe Plopsky even got that one.
Yeah, that's great. Great reaction. I mean, even in slow-mo, you saw how little time he had to react to the flash, gobbled it up full, and his instinct kicked in.
That's the problem, right? You can do everything right, and you can still go down like that. So the teamwork was there, they played off of each other, they alley-ooped with a flashbang, and still falls apart. You can see a bit of a boot camp environment going on for some of these Fnatic members, as the same can be said over there for NIP. Is this kind of close to LAN, would you say? You know, they're all in the same country, at least. Well, we're desperate these days, aren't we?
Yeah, well, that was a horrible amount of desperation there. We laid it on so thick. Yeah, I mean, it's It's not. It's boot camp online is what it's called.
All right.
Oh wow, he
getting
flew.
closer.
He flew. We are. Baby steps. God, I would kill. Give me a Lanxess. 15,000 of us screaming.
All right, looks like we're going into a very default approach here from NIP. So,
Ooh, we could have a very intriguing exchange here. It's just going to be the legs. It's hard to convert the kill. They will all throw bullets down range. The Gambit have taught us well. If you hug that left wall, very unlikely to be caught.
still softened up though. Plopsky and Hampus. I was going to say going to struggle against the M4s, but there's only one on Crims, so...
Giacchino to be tested again here. Now, did fantastic work toilet side. He's actually opted long. He's in a wide enough angle to catch Rez as he's clearing. Oh, he's going to get swung on. He's going to get swung on. Now a panic. He fired the shot. He wishes he didn't. Brolin called upon, at least catches the trade. Not checking his corners. Plopsky, just patience there, and it does prevail. Bomb still loose. Hampus has gone to retrieve it. 50 seconds, and now the Ninjas have a decision to make. Does Device just dip in, see what damage and info he can find?
This timing is really going to hurt Brolin when he peeks back up.
Oh, looking the wrong way. Brolin has nothing else to report, though, and forces gather for Fnatic and the Ninjas towards B. 33. One incendiary.
Everyone's here.
Left. Here they come. Crims beheaded. Nice from Linus. Time becoming a factor. Smoke and Flash has given them at least some space, and oh, Golden should have a chance here. Kept even. Linus with another, though. That's 2 scalps to his belt this round. 11 damage. Plopsky on the sandbags, getting swung on. He knows where both targets are now, and Brolin with 19 bullets left to play with. Couple of tricks on the descent here. Many players like to drop something. Bait a fight. Nothing, not moving. He now does slide on in. They slither through. The pre-fire's there. Time becoming a factor. He doesn't even have a kit.
Barrel down the gullet right there. Plopsky picks up a much-needed round for NIP. 7-4 now. And this was still very close. It was still a very close round. Fnatic, I thought that Brolin was going to get caught on the timing there. Actually worked on his favor with that Device fight. This was the initial trade from Rez onto Jackie Boy, and then back and forth we go. This kill right here from Brolin. And just to note, Brolin he's bloody going hammer and tong right now. 18 kills for Brolin. The next closest on his team is Golden with 9, so doubling the frag output. Brolin is having a game, and I think this is the thing that we were talking about, right, is the individuals on Fnatic. We've seen what they're capable of before. Seeing it right here, right now.
7-3. Let's just go, keep a pin in that. It was 7-3.
See how far this one can spiral, huh?
Well, just to see how much NIP can kind of be undeterred by the slow start. We know there's spice here, and Fnatic have done a fantastic job of initially denying and disrupting that. Lots of smokes early. They're burning through them. 2 now remain, and JW's lost his, as well as his life. Plopsky just working his way through that underpass.
It's 2 rounds in a row he's won that fight.
Yeah. Crimson Golden called upon then, should they commit. And I'd be happy to pause. It looks like Crims will be taking first contact. The flash available upon request.
They've got enough for a light execute here, Ninjas. Molly flashes smoke. They're just creeping in.
That first fight was everything for Crims. He doesn't get a second opportunity. Poor Golden. Does deal with that first swing, but Rez right behind him and some support fully on the way. A 2v2 established, and that bomb's still yet to be planted. Rez trying to change that. Hampus gathering info, and the nades on the nose there. The shots are not there. Hampus struggles. Rez prevails, and it will be the Ninjas after all.
Okay. Well, 7-3, quickly 7-5. This one is getting closer and closer at the moment. And guess what? Money almost broken here for Fnatic. I think they have 1 more gun round in them here. Maybe 2 if they opt for some saves. But that type of situation right there, Giacchino, you look at the AWP, we can see the low HP. He's got the worst weapon for the job in that environment. Would have to hit some crazy flicks. But this is the fight here. JW lost it last round just walking through the door, this time getting peeked on by... After that, Molly fades, and Plopsky, onto Crims as well. So impact on that B bomb site is huge. Device is operating with a MAC-10 here for the next round of play. Didn't need to. They could have made a Galil work, or maybe even gotten an AK out. This is potentially telling of what buy they thought they might be up against. NIP will be dealing with this 4-man B lane from Fnatic early. Seen this set up plenty throughout this first half, and Jaquinho with all the pressure on him. This has a timer, right? A rotator will eventually have to come back to deal with Long, and they're going through their paces. Bathroom smoke, molly towards Divider, flash coming on through as well to deny that vision. And right now that may be forcing somebody to come and help him, because, hey, guess what? Backyard's completely clear. Nobody's B, boys. Crims and JW, the old dogs, they've given the signal to rotate on over, and last time Fnatic had all this info, it didn't work very well for NIP at all. They just got minced.
That's true.
Can't really go back now. Look how forward Crims is.
Oh, that's so lovely. Jaquinho, such a deep smoke long so early. He chose to play in front, and now a quasi wall in his favor for his rotate back into the toilets line. Just as it fades, so does he, back into safety. And Crim's flank is actually right on schedule. Oh, NIP, they're going to get absolutely minced once more. Swedish burgers.
Flank doesn't even matter. It's not even going to play into it here.
Poor old Plopsky. Yeah, there's so many players here. Device shifting the odds. That flank does at least involve a frag for Crims. Wasn't all in vain. But an 8th for Fnatic, so 7-3 now. They take the half, 8-5.
Yeah, mission accomplished in that regard, right? I don't think we came in here expecting Fnatic to put up this much of a showing.
If Samuelson said, boys, just give me a 1 half, just win the CT half and we'll do the rest on T.
But unfortunately, this does show how far Fnatic have fallen, that we're impressed with an 8-round CT half on Overpass.
Touché.
Look, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here. It's just things have not looked good for them. And
I mean, they have yet to win an Overpass in the last 3 months. Liquid, Endpoint, Mouse, and Fiend have all taken and got the better of them. What was that? I missed it.
Quick on down through Connector and through the Flames. He's taken down Linus, so Brolin continues this impact, now up to 20 kills. Brolin having one of those games here. Plopsky on the other side of that smoke has found success in this connector position before, and Brolin's going for the nutmeg.
Plopsky's been thriving in this environment, and he continues to do so. Just a bit shy of the deepest clear. Plopsky, another opening frag for the Ninjas.
Well, they're going back towards B here. You can see corralling through spawn and then rotation. The ripcord's been pulled. For some reason, Fnatic, they've rotated heavily over towards this A bomb
Surely
site.
Jaquinho, he's gone for like a relatively aggressive walk toilets. He'd be calling it off.
They're gamble
they're going to go
it's
full
a full
gamble.
It's a full gamble.
So
they're walking in for free. Heaven Smoke's going to land. The rest of the utils coming on in.
do you want to play? Do you want to play the retake? You don't.
The money's not there really to go for this. They have to hope they're gifted a kill here. JW needs to find something. Oh, surely not. Just a 4-on-4 save.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that got exciting for a second and then quickly fell apart. That was all came down to the initial fight. Plopsky just beating Brolin. Okay. We'll chalk that one up as playing the percentages for Fnatic, right? Getting back into a round like this, giving up everything, going into the final round of the half with nothing. It's not the right choice. So making the correct call here, but this will be the 6th for NIP and just one round closer to being as close as we possibly can be. You don't get an easier round than that, really, do you? I think they're going to be a little bit surprised that they walked in with absolutely no traction. But this is the thing. There has been a bit, I don't want to say a gamble meta established, but I think because these teams have been playing against each other so much and there's a lot more Counter-Strike in the online era, the gambles are becoming more and more prevalent, right? Because you have to take those risks. If you just keep doing default round time and time again, it just doesn't cut the mustard these days. Well, here we go. The buy from Fnatic, it is a full one. Golden will be down to a Famas there, but rifles for the rest. Utility good, diffuse kits, plenty of those. 5, and head armor for everybody. So a full gun round here for the final round to play in the first half, and Device with a almost a double run boost.
Oh, a tease for Jaquinho, and he advances for that walk up. He can get res here. Oh, it's tense.
Oh, dear.
It's very tense. Jaquinho is locked in now, full commit, and 2 rabid hyenas foaming at the mouth for this AWP and a frag to open up an 8-7 half for the Ninjas. He's so committed.
Oh, they know he's there?
They even know he's there.
Oh, no.
Nades on his bottom and just crouch peeked by Rez. Jaquinho, a bit hot under the collar after that one.
I wonder what they saw. Maybe Rez
I think it was Rez on the walk.
Yeah,
we saw it from Jaquinho's POV. Well, Brolin, he's hearing grassy steps, and he might even get a fight. Yeah, right out of the gate, and Device with the adjustment. Look at that. Oh, I thought that was Brollan's every day of the week.
It looked really good. You can see the Org there down to 4 HP. Just had to be a smidge closer.
NIP run down Fnatic for the final round of play.
Yeah, hate to lose to a clean one here, especially the way last round went, but this one done and dusted right now. JW, Crims, no way back into this.
Oh, it's a horrible feeling. You're in the smoke, there's bullets galore. And an 8-7. Okay, Fnatic, they take the half. NIP, let's see how their T-side compares.
Our faith was left out in the open. Saw the fear in your eyes as we move through the dust. Nights turn into days, one by another. Darkened skies, we await, bound to each other. But our spirits never die. Faded as we push through the darkest times.
Alrighty then, let's get the second half started of Overpass. We have brought to you a derby of sorts. Fnatic with a new look, Ninjas clashing and already conceding on Ancient. We got to see Fnatic pick it, at least pick it in the veto. Didn't manage to pick it up. NIP looking very strong. 10 rounds on their T-side, Chad. But now we find ourselves here on Overpass. It's the Ninjas' turf, and Fnatic certainly made them work for the 7 that they currently boast.
Yeah, I think we were impressed with Fnatic getting 8. But all in all, if you would just look at a normal Overpass game here, I think NIP with a 7-round T-haul is fantastic. So let's get this one underway. Unfortunately, I think when you sign this Young Ninjas contract, if you get promoted to the main squad, it means you're the utility bitch, because ZTR was the guy, and now it's Linus doing the same with the smoke and the kit, but quick over towards Long, and Hampus, no man's land! He gets on out. How many did he spot there? I'm not sure it would have been too many.
I don't think he saw the bomb either.
Yeah, so a lot of pressure, but this is a very common take, right? You want to come through Long, force them back, get the bathrooms control. And right there you can see a 16-3 on the second map there. So Imperial have been eliminated from the event. That is the Brazilian representation we've had here at IEM Summer.
Now they can go and enjoy the summer, I'm sure. Golden. Oh, Golden. Hello. That's a long-range Glock fight. Don't fancy his chances. Device doesn't either. He'd need to find JW now. And he does. The wrong way, though, certainly for the Dane. JW puts him down, and Rez, hard shots to hit and multiple targets advancing upon him. Looking good for a Fnatic pistol here, and Rez is his next victim. JW finds his second. Only Plopsky. And then we'll make it 3. J-Dubs and Fnatic. Okay.
All right.
We take a pistol.
3 for JW, 2 for Golden. That is great contribution right there. And it felt like they almost just walked through NIP. So at this point, we traditionally see NIP go for the Deagles. They're going to do the same thing. Device could invest in a scout. Rez could do the same, and it looks like Rez has actually gone for it. But getting a highlight here of Golden with a couple of those beautiful shots. And this is great for a player like JW's confidence, right? The guy's obviously his own harshest critic right now, so this is great impact from him. And, well, right now for Fnatic, we said it in the first half, avoiding the scouts. They're going to have to do the same thing here. Rez shoots out a warning shot. Now, that is a lot of early info. Able to apply their utility accordingly now. So through connected JW and Brolin, there's no B presence whatsoever from Fnatic early. Hampus trying to spam and get a little bit of damage through the boards, but we can see A seems to be the preference. Smoke towards front bathrooms, flash to facilitate the walkout from connector. And the re-aggression from NIP. Smoke dropped, Rez pushing up, Device and Hampus not too far behind him. Fnatic have what they need for an execute onto the A site, but they will need to get past these Deagles first.
I think Fnatic just living by the old adage, strength in numbers, gap in that smoke, this could be a problem. Oh, Device gets a free sightline, damage dealt. Golden would need one, does. They're paying heavy prices though. Blood spilled heavily over the floor to finish the job. Is Rez just the one, kept honest. Device did land a tag already. 2 players within that one-shot. Scout make it 3 players within that one-shot. Deeg and Scout, and here we go. NIP have done enough to make it competitive. Jakino would have to close this case on his own. He's struggling to hit the shot. Device does not. And NIP fights straight back after the lost pistol.
All right, well, that is a nice round to win right there. And grabbing 2 AKs, you couldn't have a better option right there.
Where did that, was that a CT smoke? They just like underhanded that Device was peeking under? Or was that just a Fnatic approach?
Good question.
Right?
I don't think I completely caught that. It might have been for the Fnatic approach, because one of the CT smokes was dropped out towards Divider.
But we've also seen a reoccurring theme of CTs dropping smokes upon contact front sight.
Yeah, they do make it. They almost force you into an awkward fight. So
let's have a little looky-loo into our third, because it seems Fnatic would like to return fire. And already so does Plopsky. That is a very ambitious push. Look at the clock. 1 minute 37, and he's gone straight to that short pipe for blood.
Ooh, I don't know if I want to head towards this A bomb site. Rez and Device are the 2 who look like it is their job to defend that part of the map. And well, with this force by Fnatic, sure, they have the AK up for Brolin here.
Oh, it's so brutal when someone gets away with one of their early, like just an opening move. Anything, the whole conversation you've just had, the whole round you just had in mind is just going to be taken right out of the playbook.
Yeah, and even with Plopsky's HP being low, he's still a number on the board. They still have to worry about his existence. The damage going to be unconfirmed as well, so Plopsky's life means a lot here. So does Rez's. Oh, he's looked the wrong way.
Yeah, it was a chance for Jakino. He got to fire off 1 shot. But they've confirmed presence long. Device readies for the approach shot. Golden, another stunner. And Jakino as well. The Fnatic Deagles rule supreme. Can an IP claw anything back? The nade looks promising, and it is. Golden's down. He'll be silenced by the explosives. A T-smoke now to play around JW, ready to linger, bomb down. And Jakino, oh, doing it all for Fnatic on long. Worth his weight in gold.
Okay.
Looking good, Jakino, and looking good for Fnatic. So trading rounds, trading blows. They're gonna start seeing little glimmers of confidence in their gameplay now. 20 frags on Brolin, 16 on Golden. That opener onto Device. That was an AK-47 in Device's hands, and he didn't even fire a bullet.
Yeah, huge shot. I can't believe they made this look so easy, right?
Well, those shots are not, but yeah, very impressive.
Gotta be happy with that. So this maybe even put them in a better position here, Fnatic, if they are able to take down this force by yet again from NIP. The only difference this time round with NIP's force is there's no scout in play. It will just be the Deagles again. Oh, Hampus aggressive. Golden Koi with the LGB stickers in hand. Look at me knowing skins and all that jazz. Yeah, that's the Golden Koi, right, Alex?
Yeah.
He's doing a lot just with his presence alone. It's a 4-man stack, and Golden has been tagged on up, chipped on down to 60. But Hampus, by trying to be aggressive Fountain, by trying to be aggressive Connector, he's trying to show that he's just more than one player, and hopefully, well, send Fnatic exactly here into the B bomb site. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, wow, Plopsky surviving a little longer than he was supposed to with his smoke play. Jakino under a lot of scrutiny, and Plopsky still pulled the frag out of the hat. Someone needs to catch him. The spray is wild, but it does find its target. Nice from Brolin. Keeps it at least competitive. Fnatic are really under the thumb screws now. If Device gets hunted, he doesn't turn the flash, and JW cut down to half. They're both peeking, and Fnatic do weather that storm. The Armored Deagles, good damage, but not enough to convert.
Definitely haven't been saying Brolin's name too much in the last few, but we were early, right? His impact being felt on that CT side, where we've just seen him coming back alive here. Up to 23 kills now, only 11 deaths. That ADR looking delicious. And Golden getting fired up, which you want from your in-game leader. Now, this will be an NIP eco. They just don't have the funds to do it. The loss bonus not in their favor just yet. We'll need to allow that to tick up one more time before they can go for a buy, and it's just going to be 5 USPs. So this is as close as you get to a freebie round. Jakino is going to spot at least one, make that 3. Decapitates the new boy. Linus hits the deck, and at this point, he's just going to keep firing away. Another head, and Fnatic will run into the B bomb site. This will be 12-8.
Heaven plant. Jakino, feet planted. He just wants to try and see if he can get any more of those. NIP do the same.
Look, this is really good signs for Fnatic. Crims only has 8 kills. Now, I don't mean that in a negative way whatsoever. I mean it in the positive way that Crims is usually the biggest workhorse for this team along with Brolin. The fact that he is only at 8 frags and they're sitting pretty at 12-8 with the current scoreline. Sure, we're yet to see an NIP full gun round, but when we do, it could already be too late. So just mopping up the last couple. A clean one for Fnatic. Bank being built now. We could be looking at a 3rd.
It's an exciting prospect. It's the resistance we were hoping to see and anticipate to see. If of any of the first 2, Chad, I'd have expected this kind of Fnatic on Ancient. So
yeah,
impressive to see, and especially on the T side, they're really keeping NIP on their toes. Individually, I think, as you've been highlighting, I think that's a crucial component. The reason these rounds, you know, we've seen these 2v2s, these 3v3s, they've been going a lot of Fnatic's favor in this last, what? Maths is hard, 20 rounds. Res up and shortly out. Yeah, no. That was a wide open stance from Brolin. And another early casualty. NIP on the back foot immediately. And that's not for the first time. We saw last time on the full weapon round, Plopsky just charged pipe. He is aggressing, and Crims will be checked. Mac 10 wins out the duel. If he could get a second, and they do, Fnatic are right back into the driving seat. There you are.
This is looking good, and NIP had to be desperate after losing that opening kill of Rez. It's just Device and Hampus, and saving right now doesn't even seem like an option. JW will fall. Crimson Brolin low, but Golden, he mops up the mess, and it's all on Hampus. But it's all on Hampus, and he was in the right place. The bomb was there. He can now play this round out. Rotating back, we'll hear Golden pushing up. How far is Golden going to push the issue here? Looks like he's just going to fortify the site. Smoke down towards the drop down, molly towards bank. Might have done enough to secure this one here.
Bomb's late. Hampus has time to at least have a look. He'd love to find Golden prior to that bomb being planted, but
timings re-molly
certainly don't favor him now. God, that's a 3rd.
Yikes. He does have a smoke here though, Alex.
Here's Jakino's audible on the retreat. They're all playing detached. Front sight side. And that smoke, as you mentioned, has been deployed, and he might just be getting the hell out of there.
That's naughty.
Yeah.
He's going to keep them close to the site here, but Hampus will be trying to save this M4. By doing so, they're going to be focused closer to the site, so he can now have a few more liberties when saving. It's just a buffer that he's bought himself with that $300 investment right there. But that's 13. And you know what I was saying, by the full gun round, it might be too late, because we will see another partial from NIP. Now, that round right there, this is the thing. I'm a boomer, right? Like, I'm from the earlier adages of Counter-Strike, where a full buy for me was everybody has head armor, everybody has diffuse kits, everybody has full util, and everybody has an M4 or better, right? And at that point, we were just talking AWPs, right? There we had some Famases in the mix. It wasn't necessarily everybody sitting flush with utility. So this is a real chance for Fnatic to grab 14 before we see NIP bring out that CT-sided AWP. Uh-oh, it is very, very close now, but I'm a little bit concerned, right? Things have been in a drought for Fnatic recently. Let's hope they haven't forgotten how you need to win, or being scared of winning, maybe is a better way to look at it. I think when you find yourself in a position like this team, right, you sometimes it can be the difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. Right now, they look like they're playing to win here. The pressure alleviated when you know that, hey, you're not far away from falling out. You may as well take those risks. You may as well play
Contact about to go down here. And a missed shot from Jakino. Aggression rewarded. Res up Fountain. There's more to come. Golden trying to back up his teammate.
Spotted.
Get that AWP out of dodge, and Jakino has bailed himself out of trouble as well. That's 2 bodies dropped for the Ninjas. 14 looms. And they've still got a whole 60 seconds just to piece this puzzle back together again. Device, only a Deagle and Kevlar responsible for an entire half of the map. Not going to be fun. Linus does seem to be called upon, and it's a very tight line. He could catch Golden here with a very well-placed bullet.
Oh, leg spotted.
Oh, great shot, and he's not going to get away with that. 5 HP, and Device has hit a cracker. Much more required, though. Fnatic regroup. B site is completely barren.
Uh-oh. Everybody for NIP will be here. But the util for Fnatic could be the difference maker right now. They're going to go contact, or are they going to go for a bit of a set piece?
Device is working on a flank, you know. That 5 HP may find more.
Oh, dear.
24. Plopsky really does want to take contact as early as he can. And Crim's very quick headshots, but so does Plopsky. Returns fire. Jakino next up, down to 50. Yeah, Device doesn't have the health for this, but Fnatic don't expect it.
Oh,
and another headshot.
10 seconds.
Surely not. Device, 5 seconds. Jakino has to hold the plant. Device can't risk the advance. He has pushed up a little. It should be Jakino's, but Device can snatch it all away, getting an NIP back into the driving seat, and an opportunity arises. Tagged, but not fragged. It's Jakino that deals with it, and Fnatic will pursue that match point.
Oh, boy. What a close one right there. Device almost doing enough. Plopsky doing his best to live on the site. Around from almost nothing. NIP.
Threatening. These shots, he hit 2 of them in that round, and that opportunity onto Jakino on the repeat, bro. This one. Ooh, so close.
Could have gone either way there. Could have gone either way. Big one to win. The grimace, yeah, that's the thing, right? You know, you're getting tagged through, he knows where he is. Oh, whoa, whoa, it's starting to get real dicey.
Horrible, but now here we go. Fnatic looking to take us to a third, and as the desk discussed, it may feel like oh so long ago, but they were talking about it during the veto that Fnatic were not going to be complaining that NIP opted for Inferno of the last 2.
Yeah, Inferno, traditionally with Fnatic, right, you got to go back a couple years here.
No, we keep saying traditionally before Fnatic, but yes, it's true.
Well, JW's still here, and Golden, when he had Flusher by him, they were still looking like they had a bit of pep in their step on the Inferns. But NIP, they've gone for double AWP setup here, so we are seeing the big greens come out, but 2 of which, one on Hampus, one on Device, and only 1 defuse kit for Rez. All the eggs in one basket here for the Ninjas. Big performances from 3 members of this Fnatic squad. Brolin with 24, had a great first half. Jaquinho now up to 19. Golden having one of those mystical Golden performances. He's up to 20 kills of his own. They're making it work, Fnatic.
It's not a great smoke either. Look how much freedom Rez has. Just set his team up from that position. I guess it is, it may perhaps even more indicative that not everyone's there. Big gap in that one. Oh, the timing did not favor Device, nor Golden, though. He hasn't taken contact just yet. Still his eye pressed to the scope. He has been working in a black box for now. Rez is going to relieve some of that pressure upon arrival.
Oh, this is sketchy.
Big test for Device. Impacted by the bottle as it breaks. Now responsible for Banana side, and there's an entire team advancing towards him now. Caught on the check, needs to go close. He knows there's a hunt. Doesn't clear his corner, and Brolin will convert. Problems now again for the Ninjas. Fnatic start to converge. Only Rez at the moment on the site. Plopsky is scarpering over there.
Back turned.
Not checking. Hampus doesn't hesitate. Does pull the trigger. Rez can completely ruin this. Does he check long? Oh, perfect. W goes down on the bomb, but Brolin's there. And now a real problem for Hampus. It's not the best weapon. It's smoked. He's got a lot of time, sure, but 8 frags to his name. And if he wants the Ninjas to evade map point, to find them both. I don't hate the flashbang idea, but Brolin's there to check. Fnatic got a real handful of opportunities now to take us to Inferno.
This is wild. NIP on their map choice only have one CT side around, and that was a force buy round with a scout and some deagles. Second round here of this second half. Fnatic almost flawless. This has been brilliant to see. And there you go, Brolin with even more impact in this one. Grabbing a couple more kills, 4 to his name in a pivotal round right there, denying NIP anything. Now we're looking at an MP9, 2 Famases, 2 deagles, sketchy util, some armor and a couple of kits. This could be it for map number 2.
Stack nades, not going to find Plopsky. But JW might. Great find with the AK.
Scrambling now.
NIP, they do need to force some space. You can see Hampus is advancing under, but they're just charging into B. Poor Linus, what's he supposed to do? They are trying to back him up through the underpass, back turned, and Device with 1. Linus hiding around this. This would be great. Crims was flashed, wasn't ready. Brol, unfortunately, seems to be doing everything Fnatic need upon the messy entries into the site. Device trying to play the gap. Brolin aware.
Bomb's going A. This one's done.
Yeah. Only Device. Bomb's completely gone.
He's going to hear that too. That's when you have like that sigh of desperation. He runs on in. Brolin takes him down. The scoreline 16-8, and that is the end of map number 2. Hang around. The desk is up next. Frankie will be leading that one, and we'll be back with map number 3 in no time.